Balloon science is a really fun activity, and this was created by Kevin Butler, who is out in California. And so, what students have to do is we use these different gamified sites, and students had to not pop their balloon. And so, what we did is we partnered up students so they could discuss their answers based on this review preview activity. And students first did the review activity where we had up a quizzes, and they did that individually and they were answering those different questions and they had a time limit. And what they had to do is they had to get an 80%, and then they also had to make sure that their balloon did not pop. Now, since it was review, most kids beat our 80% expectation, so did not pop any balloons. So they got tickets for earning that 80%, and none of the balloons popped. So again, students will have a balloon, they blow it up. You could put tickets inside it, or you could kind of base the tickets on if they don't blow it up, depending on the time that you have to prep this activity. We just had students blow up the balloons, so they blow up the balloons, they tied it, but also make sure if you do this, there's no allergies to latex, and you have enough balloons for this activity. And you also need Sharpies. So one partner was writing the answer on the balloon with a Sharpie. The other student was answering the questions on these different game sites. So we had one computer and one student was handwriting on that balloon. The kids had a lot of fun. And so again, if they mastered this task, they got certain points. There's multiple different ways you could play. You could say every student in the class gets so many tickets, or you could have different teams up in a scoreboard and they're earning so many points based on different parts of the game. And then what we did for the review part is students had to come in and they reviewed using Kahoot because they previewed because it was new information using Kahoot. So that way we could go over the questions with the students to help them learn this new vocabulary for this new unit. So again, this was the review. They should have known it. This was the preview. So instead of an 80% for this one, what we did is they used the same balloon. So if it already popped, they were out of luck, or that we could have given a new one to blow up. But now they had to get a 70% on this new activity. And again, their balloon was not to pop, and they're adding on information to their current balloon that they used for round one. And so if they mastered that and they got their 70%, they saved their balloon and they got extra tickets. If they got below that 70%, we popped the balloons and we had a lot of fun. We came around and we actually popped the balloons and the kids had a lot of excitement with it. A couple other things is you might want to tell others around you and the office that you're doing this activity so that they are aware, because the balloon sound might alert some students in other classes. So again, just tell the office that you're doing this activity, but the students loved it. They blew up their balloons, they tied them, they wrote on them. Also, again, check for any allergies. And then after that, we were able to play these different game sites to review and preview new material. So next time we have all of these sites to just kind of keep that retrieval practice coming along for students to work on. But we also were able to kind of add another feature in here where students were collaborating and talking with their partner by writing on a balloon and by also answering the questions digitally.